Hey guys, my name's Dakota Kaiser, and I don't have a grade that I want to teach yet specifically, but I've been observing a sixth grade class, so I decided to do my lesson plan for that grade. And then I wanted to do this lesson plan about this egg drop experiment, so that would mean it would be science. Um, the big idea that we're going to do is the students are going to create an egg carrier and we're going to drop it from a certain height, and we're going to see if their egg breaks or if it doesn't break. I don't want to read the entire standards to you because of time, but basically we're going to be learning about Newton's laws of force and motion and applying that to their experiment. So the students are going to create a hypothesis about why their egg carrier will prevent the egg from breaking, and then we're going to test the hypothesis. And this is intended to teach students about Newton's laws of force and momentum. They'll be able to create, carry out, and prove their hypothesis after this, and then they will also have an understanding of the relationship of force and motion. The materials needed for this is where the students are going to have to get pretty creative in creating their egg carrier. I've provided a couple of examples. I could probably include more, but like a milk carton, shoebox, foam inside of it, maybe some bubble wrap. Another thing I probably could have included here is that they'll be allowed to really do anything that they want. Um, they could create a parachute or some kind of thing for their box, and then they'll have a worksheet to fill out with their hypothesis and their results that they'll have to turn in. Um, so this is the procedure that we're going to do. We're already going to be learning about Newton's laws, so I figured I'd start here and introduce them to the experiment. I can explain it and answer any questions that they would have. And then they'll have a couple of days here to create their egg carrier. During this time, this is when they'll be able to ask questions about it and come to me with any issues they may have, such as if they're unable to provide supplies. Okay, and then the day before the experiment, they will fill out their original hypothesis, and then they'll have to list the objects that they plan on using. And then we'll have another class discussion, and the students will just kind of talk about why they think that their hypothesis and their egg carrier will work, and they'll have to relate that to Newton's laws of force and motion. And then we'll take some time to actually conduct the experiments. So after the experiments have all been conducted, the students will complete their worksheets with their own personal results, and then basically that worksheet is going to have their original hypothesis, the list of objects they had, the results, and then an explanation of why their experiment was successful or if it wasn't. And then, like I mentioned earlier, if a student is unable to provide objects for their egg carrier, they'll have to come to me and explain what the problem is. Not that they just didn't want to do it, but they'll have to come to me ahead of time. So hopefully I can help them and provide them with a few supplies so they can participate. And due to COVID, I will not be able to actually teach this lesson or conduct the experiment, but I hope to do that one day with my own class.